Coach. Thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL. Go. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Silver.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the screen.
Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd and 9 now. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. General West. Get it.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
That's big shot.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Greystone travel.
Bang, 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 bang. Check. Crunch.
Sleep grip.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
2 jump bomb. Ready.
2nd and 6. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they far. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
2nd and 3. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
On the catch, it's Crowder. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Watch the ship. We're going to 52. Ship, watch the ship.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often. On
first, they go right back to Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Here we go, 47. 55. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This one caught by Crowder. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Kill, 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 kill. 25, check 25, check 25.
Now Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
27.
They'll try again with Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the last drive. They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down, that one going for a Gain of 11.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, Wahoo!
56. Mike's 56.
They're going to look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future as they start to peer toward the offseason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
51. Check 55 to Mike.
Let's go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike, 54 is Mike.
6-6, pull it high.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Smooth.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Help out! 44. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Here we go.
A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Hey, orbit.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Ingram. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out. 4th down. They're going to try and throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Why?
55. 55 Mike, guys. 55.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That's caught by Howard. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Complete to Jordan Howard. A gain of 13 yards. And the Patriot first down.
We're going to 53.
Hey, watch the slant.
We're going to 53.
55.
First down, Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Prater's not going to get this one. Missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Under crunch.
Watch safety.
80 weapon. Hit it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's get off the field, D. Kill. Like 51.
Again, it's Howard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Whip.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of something?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down. Singletary again. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll drop the throw. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Complete to Mark Ingram. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
54. I don't think you got it.
Hey, high 7.
On second down, Singletary. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Ready, break.
Let's get it. 58's the mark. 52.
Devlin will try to power it in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. James Devlin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last, it's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Prescott on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. We're going to 53.
Prescott down. And it's caught off the deflection. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashaan Melvin. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He'll want it. Shoot!
Recon, 132 fighter.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike
5.
They'll set up a throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 14. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Step!
He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Singletary.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
54. Set the tone.
6-6. Big grip. Big grip.
He'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Coming to you. Coming to you. Shoot.
Hey, foxtrot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Here we're going to 53. Here we go, 47.
Here's Prescott.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Miami, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left.